probably 30% too low. What I really wanted to hear this week too, maybe you can monologue this, is that, yeah, theory, you talk about George Lucas and like your favorite timeline in Star Wars that's good, the volume. Is Jedi, it's Force-based.
Yeah.
I want to hear then why would you like what is your take then as someone who's so Force-centric on being excited for Underworld? Because your video got me juiced for, again, I've put it away in my head, but the Coruscant lower levels, I like scumbags, I like the dark, gritty side of Star Wars. Tell me what you would be so excited for in that.
Literally that. The dark, gritty, just balls to the wall. And he said it was going to be extremely violent and it was going to be just like sexual themes. And like this was going to be a show that wasn't really about the Jedi. It was more so about the scum and villainy, which is, Boba and all of the dirty shit that he has to go through and do, and the people who hire him to do things. Like, I think it would have been a really cool show.
With HBO, which is the best.
Yeah. And this would have been probably released, I don't know what, like, probably the first season would have been out, I'd say probably 2015. I'd imagine.
It was like lined up with his meetings with Bob Iger, right? It was like neck and neck.
Yeah, and then there was that scandal, like one of the guys went to jail or something, or whatever it was, and then literally the next day he was supposed to have that meeting, and it got canceled.
It would have been interesting for sure, because when George makes Star Wars and when he returns to it, it's always in the forefront of his mind, it seems, that he's not going to just rehash what he did. Right. And he's going to rip it open and create new aspects that we didn't even think about originally. Right. So, I mean, look at the prequels. Like in the originals, politics isn't really that big of a deal. They're at war. It's all about the soldiers, but politics is the biggest deal in the prequels. It's a concept that's so intrinsic in Star Wars that wasn't even developed until the fourth film.
Yeah. Wow. Like that's what started it all. And it's funny. It's like, a trade war, a trade Federation tariff war is essentially what started it.
Tariffs. Yeah. Nothing sexier.
Yeah. I know. So many people ask, like, what do you think about this? And like, I will say the video that gets me a ton of praise that I never expected was that video about Trudeau that I made, like, a couple months ago. There's so many Canadians that come up to me, not to say, like, hey, like, I love your videos. They're like, hey, thanks for that video about Trudeau. I was like, what? Okay.
Like, what about
I'd say, I don't want to get arrested, dude. That's why. When I think of HBO, all I think of is like Tony Soprano and the lower levels being like having like a Richie Aprile second in charge alien. He's like, I hate the way you made me fucking ride you and stuff. Like Boba Fett is just Tony Soprano having sex with aliens and stuff, cheating on his Kamala wife. I don't know why he'd have a wife, but lower levels. Can you imagine?
It's not like anything George has ever done either.
The 1313 game was like he was like actually very hands-on with Red, and he was halfway through or something when the game was already almost done. He wanted to make the main character Boba Fett.
Yeah,
which means that show would have had a ton of Boba.
Who do you think would have played? No, we can't even mess with that. That's 2010. You don't even.
I don't know.
It'd be a Kiwi though, right?
Have to be.
Yeah.
Have to be. Yeah. Someone that looks like a very young Tamora Morrison.
Zendaya.
That's mean. Why would you put that image in my head, dude? That's brutal.
That's terrible.
They're gonna put her in everything eventually.
Yeah,
they do, right? It's like always the same actors.